Hello, welcome to the new Trews, where we attempt to give yous the truth behind all reality. That's what we offer. Now, what's the truth behind this terrible Tunisia massacre? On Friday in Britain, we're going to be holding 1 minute silence. Does that 1 minute silence mean anything, or is it an empty, futile gesture, part of a general policy of bullshit, so that our government can continue selling arms around the world and perpetuating a cycle where its own needs are met at the expense of its own citizens' lives? True news.
These savage terrorist attacks in Tunisia, Kuwait and France yesterday are a brutal and tragic reminder of the threat we face around the world from these evil terrorists.
Check out this amazing comment we got from Tom Masson. Russell, I arrived back to England today from Tunisia. I was at the hotel during the shooting. All the news are talking about extremists who did the shooting, but there's no mention of the incredible job the hotel staff, the real Muslims, did today, not only keeping everyone calm and informed, but carrying on with their jobs as normal, which is pretty impressive. Also, the workers stood at the entrances, standing unarmed, ready to defend against this mad gunman to ensure that his own safety and the safety of all the other guests. They are true heroes, without whom many, many more people would have died. That's from Tom Masson, who was at the scene. Often you'll notice that there's incredible emphasis placed on the religious background of the perpetrators of these crimes, but of course the doctors that treated the people are also Muslim. The people that drive the ambulances Muslim, and as Tom Masson brilliantly describes, the people defending barehanded the lives of hotel guests from the West, people all like us on holiday, are also Muslim. So it's not as simple as that. So what is David Cameron's agenda when he talks about this event, as he has done several times over the last few days? This is one of the most telling things I've ever heard come out of Cameron's mouth, where you can explicitly hear how he frames his agenda and tells this story to advance his aims.
They have declared war on us.
Who's they? Who's they? There's an attempt here to connect every single atrocity or act of terrorism in the last 10 years. It's very interesting.
And they are attacking our people at home and overseas, whether we like it or not.
Well, obviously we don't like it, David. I quite like the old terrorism. No one likes it. But there's an interesting attempt to line up and connect all of the terrorist atrocities while negating the fact that in the same 10-year period, Britain has been engaged in foreign activity in Muslim countries, which obviously provokes this kind of response, while continuing to sell arms to countries on its own human rights abuser list. In fact, of the 28 countries on our lists of potential human rights abusers and nations of concern, of those, we sell arms to 23. The vast, overwhelming majority of countries we've identified as potential threats, we sell weapons to. What does that say about our policy, our economic policy?
And frankly, I don't think you can hide from this threat or think that if you step back somehow you become less of a target.
When he says step back somehow you become less of a target, what he's saying is, oh, there's no connection between us bombing these countries. He means step back from bombing countries, step back from drone attacks on countries, step back from perpetrating the foreign policy that creates this problem. You can bet your life that the response to this terrible event in Tunisia will be the kind of activities that provoked and created this event in Tunisia. The solution is the cause.
I mean, if you take a 10-year view, we've been fighting Al-Qaeda and now ISIL and Al-Qaeda. There have been, bomb attacks in Bali, attacks on Turkish banks, attacks on the British underground, attacks in Belgian museums and French newspaper offices. They are attacking our way of life and what we stand for.
So he has no trouble connecting all those attacks and saying, look, this is one attack that we have to address. But when it comes to us droning foreign countries, taking resources from other countries, bombing other countries, declaring war on other countries, deposing leaders of other countries, oh no, these are separate things. Just think about that logically for a moment. How can that be true? How can it be true that that is one wave of attacks and our attacks are separate and distinct? It just doesn't make any logical sense at all. The reason is because what we're listening to here is propaganda. The function of propaganda is so that a government or a powerful institution can pursue its own interest in spite of reality.
And so we have to stand united with others who share our values.
Oh, others that share our values. Who could that be? Are you talking about America and giant corporations and arms dealers and oil companies? When he says that, he means that America, oil companies, arms companies, that's who we have to stand united with. Well, I'm offering you an alternative. We should stand united with the ordinary people of the world, including the Muslim hotel workers who defended British people from armed, crazed terrorists. Who cares about the religion of the hotel guests? Who cares about the religion of the hotel staff? Who cares about the religion of the gunmen? Or the religion of the people selling arms? Or the religion of the people piloting the drones? Or the religion of the people making billions of dollars from resources in Muslim countries? The religion is not what's important. What's important is the maintenance of power.
And as I say, attack this problem at its source in Iraq and Syria, but also do more to combat it wherever it occurs.
Yeah, and what that means is we're going to be spying on you domestically and we're going to be bombing foreign countries. If you want to attack this problem at its source, this is the source. Stop bombing those foreign countries. Stop selling arms to countries on your own human rights abuse list. If you want to change this situation, you've got to stop perpetuating the problem. There's no point in having a minute's silence on Friday. It's a minute of bullshit. As long as during that time they continue to sell arms, they continue to bomb foreign countries, they have no interest in a solution. Their only interest is perpetuating the problem and continuing to profit from it. If you respect those people, then demand that your government stop selling arms to countries on its own human rights abusers list. Demand that your government stops carrying out foreign wars on behalf of corporations. That's some true news, and it'll have a lot more impact than 1 minute silence. Never be silent. That's some true news. Subscribe here.
Nose is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the news. If the news was true, I want some Trews. Let's have some Trews.